Damn, I haven't done a video like this in a hot minute. I mean, but then again, it's been a super long time since I uploaded pretty much anything. Peek me again. Got him. So I have a bit of an interesting story to tell today. This is the story of my ex-girlfriend's fucking crazy mom. And I feel like the word crazy gets passed around so much in our generation. Like, you break up with someone under any circumstance and they're automatically labeled your crazy ex. But no, her mom was genuinely fucking insane. Like, to this day, I'm convinced that her mom was constantly off of fucking perk. And I mean, you know what? If that's your way of dealing with things, more power to you. But, you know what? It's not for me. If you want to down 20 perks at an airport like Juice WRLD to make the pain go away, go for it. At the same time, I don't think you should do it and then proceed to harass kids. So the story starts in grade 9. My very first year of high school, I started dating this girl. And we met in a non-traditional kind of way. Even though we went to the same school, we didn't meet in person, which I still find super fucking weird. I remember I was at this office Christmas party type thing for my dad's work, and I got a message on Instagram. And she literally just hit me up in the DMs and said, "Sup?" And you know what? That's how I met your mother, your modern day love story. No, I'm obviously just fucking around, but that is how she actually messaged me and how we started talking. So at the time that all this shit went down, I think we were dating for around 5 or 6 months. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, for, you know, kids in high school, that's a pretty long time. And the only time I ever got to see this girl was in school. She had super strict parents that barely let her out of the house, so we could never do anything. That, and they also didn't know we were dating. Now, of course, she didn't tell me this. She told me that her parents knew and they were okay with it and just didn't want her to go outside, whatever. Was that a little shady? Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. But at the same time, I was a horny, stupid kid and didn't think anything of it. So one day I was sitting on my bed, probably looking at some porno magazines, I don't fucking remember, but I was just hanging out in my room, right? And my phone starts to ring and I see this girl's name. And this was a little weird because, once again, as fucking weird as this sounds, we never used to call each other on the phone. Once again, signs of a perfect relationship, I know. So as soon as I got a call and I saw this girl's name on my phone, I instantly started thinking that something was wrong. So I pick up the phone and immediately I'm met with fucking screaming. And when I say screaming, I'm in no way over exaggerating. She was fucking yelling at me. And this girl was pulling no punches. She was going all fucking out on me. Name calling, insulting my parents. I'm pretty sure she used the racial slur, but she didn't know my background, so I think she was just shooting in the dark. You know what it feels like getting called retarded by a woman going through menopause? It's not a great feeling. And 12-year-old me, I didn't know how to react fucking getting screamed at by this lady. Give that problem the current day me, no problem. I'll pack you and your fucking grandma. That was a joke. That was a joke, please. I honestly don't even know why this woman hated me. I guess because her daughter lied about not seeing anybody. Or maybe she just hated men. I know that's a popular thing to do nowadays. And of course I didn't want to get my parents involved because I knew they'd make me break up with the girl and I obviously still wanted to be with her. Turns out she was crazy for completely other fucking reasons, but maybe we'll get into that in a different video. So me and this girl essentially came up with an elaborate plan to lie to her mom and convince her that we broke up all the while we were still dating. And I mean, realistically, with us going to the same school, there wasn't really much her mom could do to separate us. She mainly just became even more strict on letting her daughter out of the house. And we kind of found a way around that too. So this girl lived right behind a major park. So what we ended up doing was I would Uber or bike or even take a taxi sometimes to get to her area. And I would hang out at the park and she would wait until her parents left for work and she'd go out to the park as well. And we would either just hang out there or walk somewhere else. There was like a fucking Dairy Queen pretty close and we would just hang out. And her mom didn't catch on for a super long time, but eventually she did, and I don't know what caused it, but when she found out, she was not happy. Once again, she decided to call my phone, and like a dumbass, I answered, and it was just constant fucking screaming. This time, her mom was much more aggressive. I didn't even think that was possible after the first time. But this time, her mom was full-on threatening to come to my house and fucking beat me up. And this time I was freaking the fuck out. I was not about to get beat up by somebody's mom. And I mean, listen, the way her mom was talking to me on the phone, I was convinced this lady would have beat my fucking ass. I was a scrawny fucking kid. I still am a scrawny fucking kid. I know her mom is like 250 pounds. There was nothing I could do. So, like any sane young man, I ran to my mom, started crying, and told her that this random bitch's mom was gonna beat me the fuck up. And I remember this shit so clearly. My mom looks at me and says, "Can I take her?" And of course I start laughing because my mom's smaller than I am. And low-key, I was kind of looking forward to this mom-on-mom deathmatch. I was expecting them to pull up on Russ with snipers and settle it like men. It was like the real equivalent of talking shit in kindergarten. You remember that? Remember when you talk shit and say, "Oh, my dad's gonna beat up your dad"? That's how I was feeling.
It's about to get ugly. Y'all about to see a little showcase showdown. I know her butt's here, so. Hey! About to get it. See this? Listen, I'll tear your ass up.
I think the craziest fucking part about this whole thing is even after the second time, I was still dating this girl's daughter. In my mind, for some reason, I was like, you know what? Threat of bodily harm, I'll be okay. Jesus, I was a fucking idiot. I mean, I still am, but Jesus, it was on another level when I was younger. Eventually, I did end up breaking up with her, though, because I realized she was fucking insane. But I mean, you know what? I guess it runs in the family at that point. But I mean, yeah, after that, we broke up and lived happily ever after. So, you know what? I guess this story does have a happy ending. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, make sure to let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time.